What did he say?
He says you're beautiful.
Thank you, David.
It's a lovely gown.
You like it?
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I'd forgotten what it felt like to dress up.
You should do it more often.
Well, I didn't know whether I should or not. My bonnet is hopelessly out of date. Hats can never stay in style, but my father always said that a woman without a hat is only half dressed.
I agree with your father.
Thank you.
So today's film is a Western from 1958 called The Proud Rebel. It's a glorious Western starring Alan Ladd and Olivia de Havilland, which was directed by Michael Curtiz. Ladd plays widower John Chandler, a former Confederate soldier, who along with his son David is travelling north in a hopeful continuous search for a possible cure for his son's muteness, a condition caused by seeing the traumatic death of his mother during the Civil War. As the new man in town, Ladd faces local prejudice and financial difficulties as an opportunity arises for a possible operation. But he also makes enemies with local rancher Burley, a one-armed Dean Jagger, and his two unsavoury sons who try to steal his prized sheepdog Lance. He does find a friendly face though in local woman Lynette, played by the beautiful Olivia de Havilland, a farmer who is standing in the way of the bullying Burley's expansion plans. She pays his $30 bail after a fight with the Burley boys ends him in court, and he agrees to work on her farm to pay off his debt. Working side by side, the two soon start to fall in love, but Chandler is holding back, not wanting to settle down again until he finds a cure for his boy. Shot in Technicolor, the film resembles a watercolour picture at times, and director Curtiz lets the camera amble in front of your eyes, never rushing the viewer and letting you drink in the beautiful landscape. He also gives the actors plenty of scope to breathe on screen. There's no rushing to tell his story, which gives ample room for the viewer to indulge themselves in some gorgeous visuals. The film is full of emotional scenes, like the scene where David is anxiously looking all over the farm for Lance, his beloved sheepdog, which is touchingly and achingly shot. The barn fire scene also is incredibly realistic and traumatic to watch. Alan Ladd gives one of the most tender performances of his career, and his scenes with David, his real-life son, are completely genuine feeling and very moving to watch. For me, the whole cast are just incredible, but a standout has to be Olivia de Havilland, who is simply mesmerising as the beautiful Lynette, a decent, caring, independently strong woman, a woman worth setting down roots for. What cowboy worth his salt wouldn't want to hang up his hat and guns in her kitchen and settle down to some of her lovely home-cooked stew? So a wonderful, gorgeously shot Western with a well-worn story told lovingly with a tender touch. A film of subtle beauty, beautifully acted by a superlative cast. I think this is one of the true great Westerns, a sumptuous treat for the eyes, which packs an emotional punch. The film really stays with you long after you finish watching it. Beautifully acted and directed, a very underrated film in my eyes. In my eyes, this is a really classic Western. My score, 8 out of 10 stars. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.